Hi everyone, and happy Saturday. I think that's right. Come to you today with a quick for me video. I got some books over Christmas, and while I'm going to do a supply haul separate with what I picked up during Christmas, I figured I could go ahead and do the book flips. One of them's a little different because it's a drawing book instead of a coloring book. But I got this in Faedorables for Christmas, and then this new release just came out. I was super excited about this. I do love Lulu Mayo's A Million Cats, but I know her art style's changed since then, and so I'm eager to see her go back and do more cats with kind of her updated art style. So I was really looking forward to this one. So I figured I would show these. I have another new book flip through to do tomorrow, but I'm going to do that one on its own because it's a really unique book and it was sent to me as a gift, so I kind of want to give it its own video and go through it. Plus I think I want to color a little bit in it at the end, so we'll do these today. Alright, so we'll save the drawing one for last. Now, if you only want to see one of these books in particular, I'll have jump links in the description, links that can take you directly to those parts of the video. And yeah, I do have more books coming. Shouldn't shock anybody, right? I actually, book buying's been pretty quiet around here, but Joshua Dunbar's about to come out with his, he is making the Valentine's Cuties book, which is one of the pocket-sized books, into an 8.5 by 11, which I'm definitely going to get. I love that he did that with his Christmas Cuties. So I'm waiting for that to get published. There are a number of books, new releases happening on the 14th, and I have ordered 2 of them. The third one I'm kind of on the fence about. So if those do get here, let's say by the 16th, which is next Thursday or Friday, you can probably expect me to see the flip throughs on all those next Friday. As long as, I don't know about y'all, but Amazon shipping has been terrible. I don't think it's any better than it was during Christmas. So even if you have Prime, like, I knew 2-day shipping wasn't really happening that much anymore. It was taking us about 3 to 4 days to get stuff. I was still okay with that, but like starting around November, it started being like a week out. And again, there are bigger problems in this world to be complaining about shipping dates right now, given, you know, what's currently happening in places like California. I know that's like a first world problem, but if you have noticed Amazon's shipping has slipped a little, you're not the only one, and I don't know the reason for that. I assumed it was due to the strikes and stuff over the holiday break, but now I'm not so sure because we're past that point, unless they still are. So who knows? Who knows? Anyway, enough of that chat, but let's get to it. So new release, this was released on, I think, the 9th or the 10th, and it's Lulu Mayo. I realize I actually have 2 books by Lulu Mayo today. Sorry, had to get coffee. So this, the Lulu Mayo books, if you're not familiar with them, are a smaller, squarer book. So like here's this in comparison to a standard size book. Oh my gosh, they're all chunky kitties. I love it, and I love their different styles. Like, you got those stripy ones and the little black and white ones like Leroy. I think Tammy and I have a new project book to add to our list. Yeah, this art style is a whole lot, not a whole lot different, but definitely different than her Million Cats books. What's surprising about it to me is I feel like these pictures are more detailed than I see in a lot of her books. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but it feels like there's a little more detail than usual. I love this one. I mean, all of them, let's be real, but yeah, I guess in like previous books I would feel like the leaves and the flowers and stuff would be a bit more spread out, but here it's like it's almost a little more detailed, which is interesting. I don't know if that's just unique to this book or if that's the style she's moving towards. Still not super busy by any means, but there are a lot more full page images here. Normally she has a lot of little images, not little, but images that'll give you, white space around them. I don't see as much white space on this one. So that is an interesting development. It depends on how you like to color and what you like to color, I guess, as to whether you like that or not. I love the little sushi cats. I'm not big on coloring food, but sushi cats are pretty okay. Yeah, this is normally more of the style I see in her books, but I see here like she's got a lot more full page images. Now these are double-sided. Lulu Mayo is an artist that that can be included in my fave coloring book artist tag this year, because she is she publishes under her name. I don't know if she has a Coloring Heaven issue, like that wouldn't count, but any of these books definitely would count. And her books are definitely books I need to color in more this year because they are amazing, and I don't know why I get so nervous about them. Colored pencil does well in them. I've used some water-based markers. I highly recommend you test. Some won't bleed through, some will if they're super pigmented. Watercolors do pretty well. I've used watercolor pencils with not too many issues. I didn't like the texture that I used King Art gel sticks, and I didn't like the texture that they left on the page. I think that's been the only thing. I love this picture. It's so cute. And I like the one in the planner. Little beret. That would be a good spring picture with the strawberries. Those are so cute. I do appreciate that she includes images with black backgrounds in here. Look at that double page spread. But yeah, King Art gel sticks, I didn't like the texture in the way they did on this page. It's about the only thing I've tried that I didn't particularly like. Alcohol markers will bleed through. Theoretically, if I really was just like, I want to use alcohol markers, I could technically either just, if I don't like the image on the other side, sacrifice it or buy two versions of the book. But given given the volume of books that I have, I can't do that with a lot of the double-sided books, and it's slipping out of view. And if I did that for a lot of the double-sided books I had, I would just be up to my eyeballs in books. So she does have one book that is technically single-sided. As far as I know, it is the tarot book, the Kawaii Tarot. I have been coloring in that. There's some writing and stuff on the other side of the page, but it's technically a single page. This is really cute. I love seeing the difference in her style with this. I may even pull my Million Cats book to kind of show you the difference. I see a lot more textures on the cats here, so you can, why you could have drawn your own in before. Oh, that's so cute. Like, are those their houses, I guess? I thought they were like giant, like Godzilla cats taking over a village, but I think this is supposed to actually be like their village. So very cute. But yeah, when I was talking about, normally the front page isn't as, that's the problem, is there's just not really a lot of potential pages to test. You could theoretically, like if you were willing to sacrifice the title page, you could test this one. But that's a little tough. So yeah, there's the Million Cats one, which I'll actually pull out here in a minute. It is unusual. I think I have... There's only 4 or 5 of these books that I don't have, and that's just because I didn't just absolutely love them. But for the most part, I'm trying to be very strong and not fall into the collection syndrome. Because I want all the books. Alright, so in comparison, this is her Million Cats book that I just mentioned. And just a quick flip here. This one has some Zentangle in it, though I do love this picture. See, I do love this one, but it's a little more whimsical, I guess. Not necessarily whimsical. I don't know how else I would put that. There's a cattail here. I think they're all supposed to be napping in these. But like, this feels a lot different, I still love it, but it doesn't have as many different types of cats. They're either striped or plain. A little more Zentangle, like various little shapes and things like that. And you may like that. So, and obviously I'm going to keep this one. I have big plans for this one. I want to black out the background, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. So like, I do love this book, don't get me wrong, but this one was published in 2015, so you're talking almost, 10 years from her Million Cats. We have a Million Kittens now. So there's kind of a difference. If you like this style, you might be able to find this on like Book Outlet, and I'm sure it's for sale still on Amazon, but I would say this is a great example of like her growth as an artist over the past 10 years. So here's a Million Kittens. Next up, this is an older book, but it's one that I've kind of had on my list for a while. I put on my Christmas list and my parents got it for me. It's by Selina Fenech, or Fenech. She's also considered a self-published or independent artist, so as long as it's not like a coloring heaven issue. And so, she also applies, just a heads up there. But this one's really cute. Is there a pocket-sized one of this one? There might be. So there's 2 of each image. It looks like 2 sets. So I do tend to like, I've noticed I really lately have been gravitating more towards the thicker line art. This is a little thinner, but it's still really cute images. So I like little fantasy type animals, so. even a two-headed goat, lion, oh, nope, goat, lion, snake, thing, thing, can even look cute, which is, I guess, where we get the Faedorables part of this. I love this picture, but this also makes me think of that scene in Neverending Story, and just, man, if you were an 80s child, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think therapists all over the world have made bank off that particular traumatic scene. That'd be a good one for Foxy February. Am I flagging pages again? We might be doing that. Flagging pages that I'll never actually come back to. In 6 months, I'll pull this out and be like, why did I have that marked? I don't know. Oh my gosh, that thing looks terrifying. A koala with like vampire teeth. This little guy is having a bad day. That one's having the best day. I like that that's in a little heart. I see rainbow colors on that one. You know, sometimes you just look at a page and you can instantly see what colors. Oh, she also has the images labeled names too on the opposite page. So like this is the Kraken. I do like when they label their images and name their pictures. The Yeti one's very cute. Hydra looks just more confused than anything. And then you get a second set of pages, which is pretty cool. And then some of her other books are here in the back. What is that from? Oh, she has a Faedorables Sweet and Simple book as well, which looks kind of cute too. Little tempted. Like I said, the thin line art can be difficult if you like using markers a lot. I'm also trying to be a lot more mindful in what I buy this year. I know, I say that every year. There are actually a bunch of Faedorables. There's Fantasy Tea Party, there's Cute and Creepy, which might be a good one, and then Sweet and Simple. So, alright. Oh, I think Winry is howling with a mouse. Alright, so this one's a little different. This is not a coloring book per se. This is actually 101 super cute cat things to draw. I am not very good at drawing. I don't exactly love to draw, but I do, when I do a coloring page that I can actually draw some things in for or stencil some things in, like I feel so much more accomplished when I do that page. Like it feels like I actively did something to enhance that page other than add color to it. And so one goal, I guess you could say this year, again, I'm using the term goal very broadly because if I put any specifics down, I will not do them. But one of the things I'd like to do this year is do some drawing, do a little bit of doodles, and then figure out ways I can incorporate that into coloring. And Lulu Mayo had this book out, and so I kind of have had it on my list for a while. It says draw, doodle, and color, so you could technically color in here if you wanted to. So like an introduction, different tools that you could use. So practicing lines, so like this is getting you very basic adding color techniques. Here's like a coloring exercise, color wheel. See, here's a color here. 60% using a primary color, 30% a secondary ring, 10% few bright pops of vibrant color. That's an interesting concept. I actually haven't come across that before, so I would like to try that. And then you have different types of palettes, pastels. So you do have some coloring in here if you would like some ways to do patterns. I've seen a lot of people doing amazing things with patterns, particularly on TikTok. And that is something I would like to get more into, is doing some patterns. So, and then drawing the cats. Different types of cats. And this would also be handy with inspiration for that Million Kittens book, like for colors and textures and stuff. Like some of the ideas I see on here I could incorporate into there. Cat faces. The blank ones are are throwing me. Cat dragons. That's fun. Ghost cats, angel cats. I like the angel cat ones. So yeah, if you really like cats and you would like to do some drawing and coloring and just get some sort of inspiration, clothes and accessories. Now see, yeah, if you had a page, I actually recently had a Alexander Frenzies page that had the earmuffs, and that would have been really cute if I had done the little cats on them, and I wouldn't have even thought about that. A lot of things you could catify, basically. Or, yeah, if you had an image that was missing something where you could add in like a little purse or briefcase or something. Sorry. So we got rain, we've got cat food. Sorry. These are all pretty standard pasta. I like that some of the colors are already shaded on some of these. But yeah, you could catify a lot of things that are already in images or already on pages using some of this. Or like I said, you could draw in your own. Like if you had a page of food or of different sushi and you wanted to draw in a cat sushi. This is really cute, like I said, not only for just drawing them as a whole, but also, like I said, kind of an inspiration for if there's existing art, how to catify it. So this is pretty cute. I love the cactus cats. I think it's A Million Cute Animals. One of them that has like a bunch of animals in cactus form on one of the pages, and I've been wanting to color that page like forever. So, sorry, I'm not spending a ton of time on this because it's kind of straightforward, right? Anyway, looks like fun. Really enjoy that. looking forward to playing around with that. And I have a couple other drawing books. I think I have the Joanna Basford one. I have another one that's like little different types of cats to draw and things like that. So maybe not this month, but maybe next month I can start playing around, or later this month maybe I can start to play around in these, and like I said, try to find ways to incorporate some of the stuff into my colored pages. So there you go. Like I said, under 30 minutes is a quick video for me. I will have another book flip through tomorrow, which is a very special, unique kind of book. I have not seen that before, that type of style or format, and so I'm really excited to share that with you. I'd actually like to go ahead and color a little bit in it tomorrow. We might do a mini color and chat at the end. I'll obviously flip through the book first, just in case you don't want to stick around for that. And then we'll hope I can do a video Wednesday. Maybe. We'll hope. But if not, then y'all will probably see me either next Friday or Saturday with at least, hopefully, 2 or 3 new books to flip through. And at some point I'll do my supply haul. At some point I'll do my art room video. Those are videos that I want to do. I also need to get back into the colored pencil collection thing. Like, there's a whole lot of things I need to do. We'll get there as we can. But yeah, once I know that Alexander Franzese is also working on a Valentine's Day book, and so I will keep my eye out for her book and for Joshua Dunbar's release of the Valentine's Cuties. What was it I was looking at? Oh yeah. Oh, it actually looks like I'm not gonna, yeah, I may get one that Friday. So I've got, there's a new mythographic coming. It's called Fantasy Forest. It's by Fabiana Attanasio. And Marjorie Sarnett has a new book coming out that I ordered that I'm particularly excited about. So those are 2 books that are coming next week that I'll have. Her book's called Boho Bunnies. And yeah, at this point, other than that and the new Joshua Dunbar book, I don't have anything else on my radar other than the Alexander Franzese book coming. And yeah, so it's good to do a video, show you guys what I've got so far. Not been coloring that much this month, but really that's okay. I'm hoping I will be able to actually today. So alright, thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.